You to the following presentation of the NBA.
Two survivors in the West meeting here in the conference semifinals, game one. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, our game analysts, and from the sideline, David Aldridge. It's Texas facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They are a team that certainly got to feel pretty confident right now, having swept their last series.
And while I expect them to win this game and potentially win big, this is a team that really plays well on their home court. And if they do that, they can really set the tone for this series.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Texas, they got Tony Snell. Noel is out there with Diallo. Then there's Murray, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 2 spot. Now here's Adams. Stevenson outside, and the pass to Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Over Murray. Westbrook, no good. On defense, the Thunder. Diallo kicks to Murray. Snell dishes to Noel. Caldwell Pope passes to Diallo. It's hauled in by Adams.
Boy, the defense collapsing and throwing him off balance on his way to the cup.
And George kicks to Patterson. The offensive rebound. Now Texas with it. Caldwell Pope outside. He feeds it to Noel. And Caldwell Pope now atop the key. Back to Snell from the arc. And another miss by Texas.
Nice timing to get up on that shot.
Boy, you can't ask for better defense, Greg. Excellent work getting right into the grill of the shooter. You know, in that situation, yes, you've got a wide open three, but it would be a lot wiser to feed the ball to a teammate and get a higher percentage look.
Noel against Adams, and Noel kicks to Diallo. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
And that one's good by Stevenson.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Snell kicks to Caldwell Pope. To the inside. Noel passes to Diallo. Good on the bucket.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
The Thunder with the lead. Lob pass to George. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Murray dishes to Noel. Back to Murray. Pass to Diallo. Kicks it to Noel. It's stolen by Adams. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Screen by Adams. Westbrook kicks to George. 6 to shoot. Baseline J on the way. Here's Diallo. Kicks it to Murray. There's the feed to Snell. Dishes it to Noel.
And you know, guys, listen, Noel brings value. The reason he's a menace on the defensive end and an absolute warrior on the glass.
First trip to the line for him here. And it's tied up with that one. Now here's Westbrook. There's the dish to George. From the baseline. It's good.
I think these are the kinds of shots that prove Paul George is in elite company, right? Making the seemingly impossible look easy.
Now here's Here's Caldwell Pope. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Westbrook against Noel. Westbrook with the nice D there. Feeds it to George. That shot, no good. On Texas the other way now. And Noel kicks to Murray. Pass to Diallo. Texas moving it around. There's a screen. Stolen by Stevenson. Outside Westbrook. To the left side wing. The three. Patterson, that's good. Patterson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Russell Westbrook with his head on a swivel. He understands where his guys are at all times.
There's a screen by Noel. Passes to Snell. Back to Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
And that's an example of his athleticism, right? Nerlens Noel, the ability to leap up and ram it home.
Westbrook passes to George. Fires from 14, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get his shot going.
The Thunder leading by 3. Westbrook dishes to Stevenson. Over Caldwell Pope, and it's Stevenson missing. And so here's Texas. Caldwell Pope kicks to Murray. The pass to Diallo. Caldwell Pope outside. To the middle. Pass to Noel. Clock at 4. Murray dishes to Noel. Stolen by Westbrook. He feeds it to Patterson. A second chance effort. Here's Adams, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Listen, we know Steven Adams is one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. You've got to have great awareness about him on the glass.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Davis is checked in for Patterson. David Mwaba comes in for George. And it's Andre Robertson in for Lance Stevenson. Now, here's Richardson. Out to the right wing. Pass to Rozier. Outside, Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Zubac. No good. Adams, some nice D. The Thunder leading by 6. Wabach kicks to Westbrook. Unloads from 13. Swanigan pulls it in.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The Diallo's position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Kicks it out to Jones. And there's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That's his first foul. McDermott's checked in for Steven Adams. Rozier the pass to Swanigan. The 8-footer. Here's Zubac. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Zubac has got his first points of the night. Now Westbrook. They set the pick. Davis kicks to Roberson. At the elbow, Westbrook. 17-foot shot on the way. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
I love how Westbrook rises and fires immediately. Ball touches his hands, and it's gone before you can blink.
Richardson the pass to Zubac. Here's Swanigan. Over McDermott. Swanigan no good. Outside Westbrook. McDermott. Swanigan pulls it in.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Here's Rozier, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Texas, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. He's perfect from the line this time. And so here is Oklahoma City. They lead by 4. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Billy Donovan.
He said he thinks his team is in a good place mentally and should come out strong tonight. Coach told me, we know this is the kind of moment where heroes are made. And goats as well. All eyes are going to be on us. I told our guys that this is our time to shine. Well, we'll see if they can do that, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. He hits the second from the line. Texas trails by 5. Outside, Jones. Pass to Swanigan. Now, here's Richardson. He's guarded closely. Rozier kicks to Zubats. Kicks it out to Jones. 2 on the clock. And another miss by Texas.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the basket is good. And the Thunder lead by 7.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
The pass to Swanigan. Kicks it out to Richardson. Pass to Swanigan. It's over McDermott. Swanigan no good. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Here's Roberson. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Nwaba. Davis with a screen on Jones. Nwaba kicks to Westbrook. And that does it for the first quarter. Thunder lead by 7. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Texas trails by 7. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair. McDermott is out there with Davis, and it's Nwaba in at the 3. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. And it's Rozier missing, and the Thunder with the possession here. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And it's Nwaba missing.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Offensive rebound. Great D that time from Westbrook.
Boy, a little too casual on the layup. Temporary loss of focus. Not good.
McDermott dishes to Westbrook. No good on that one. On Texas the other way now. Rozier kicks to Richardson. Passes it to Swanigan. Kicks it out to Richardson. Down low, Texas moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 13-footer. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Yes, that goes in. Roberson's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Thunder. Texas trails by 9. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Zubats with it. Davis is on it. Zubats the pass to Swanigan. And Davis sends it back. Here's Nwaba, defended by Jones, and it's Nwaba missing. Nwaba's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Swanigan, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. For Texas, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And he makes the first. George is checked in for the Thunder. Then for Texas, Tony Snell's checked in for Jones. Harrison comes in for Josh Richardson, and it's DeJounte Murray in for Rozier. Here's George. bounces high off the rim and drops. George has got the lead up to 9 now for Oklahoma City. And so here's Texas. Murray kicks to Harrison. There's the pick. He dishes it to Snell. For the three, trains the three-pointer. Snell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Shakes his man by using exceptional use of the screen. I mean, from there, it's smooth sailing.
Davis sets a screen. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Well, Kevin, you have got to have the right focus and the right reads in the pick and roll. And Paul George making all the right decisions right now, slicing up the defense.
Here's Snell, defended by George. Harrison passes to Swanigan. The shot, no good. Good D by Westbrook.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Davis sets a screen. Here's Roberson. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. For the Thunder, Adams comes in for Doug McDermott. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Roberson. Then for Texas, Nerlens Noel comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Diallo subbed in for Swanigan. Here's Westbrook. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
To say it's not easy to guard Russell Westbrook is an understatement. This guy's quickness and leaping ability make him a nightmare.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Patterson's checked in. Texas trails by 9. Murray kicks to Harrison. Here's Diallo. Patterson defending. Here's Snell. Here's Diallo. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup.
I'll tell you, good things always come when you've got players who work hard for second chance opportunities.
Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Murray. And they're on the break. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. For Texas, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. Free throw good, Murray.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Snell, the pass to Diallo. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's his first foul. Caldwell Pope, who's checked in for Murray. Harrison kicks to Snell. The feed now to Noel. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Hands it from downtown. Caldwell Pope's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Screen by Adams. Here's Westbrook. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. That's 7 points for Russell Westbrook.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Snell. Here's a screen by Noel. Here's Snell, defended by George. Here's Harrison. Gets the front of the rim and out.
Boy, a wide open look from mid-range that goes by the wayside. You can tell he's upset.
And the basket by Stevenson.
I think you have to love the unselfishness of Paul George's game, right? The guy wants to win, and you see that with how he shares the basketball.
Inside, and stolen by Patterson. Stolen away. Fast break, Texas. Westbrook with the steal. In the corner, George with it. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Texas trails by 7. Now the pass to Harrison. Kicks to Snell. Texas moving it around. Caldwell Pope pass to Diallo. Dishes it to Snell. Pass to Harrison. Shot clock at 3. Texas needs to get off a shot. so here is Oklahoma City. Outside Westbrook. He kicks it to Stevenson. Shot from 16. Harrison with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Pass to Diallo. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Diallo. The dish to Snell. 5 on the clock. Over George to end the drought. Snell, no good.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
From about 16, and it's George again missing.
As long as they can hang on to this lead, he won't have to answer for what's been an off night for him.
Here's Harrison. And another miss by Texas.
Boy, he's so used to having a hand in his face, but I think it caught him off guard to be that wide open.
Stevenson dishes to Westbrook. Back to Stevenson. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. Stevenson's got the lead up to 9 now for Oklahoma City. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
There's a screen by Noel. Snell kicks to Noel. Down low, Diallo. And he jams it with authority.
Wow, look at the way the big man Noel set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
Westbrook passes to George. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Thunder have shot 3 of 7 at the foul line.
Well, it's not hard to see what makes Paul George an exceptional player. He does it all for this team, one of the best players in the entire NBA.
David Waba's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Then for Texas, Josh Richardson's checked in for Tony Snell. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Harrison. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. For Texas, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. The first free throw is good. And Texas making a change here. Jones is checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. The Thunder leading by 6. 1:19 left to play here in the second quarter. And Patterson kicks to Adams. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Texas the other way now. Richardson the pass to Diallo. Noel up top. Here's Rozier. This is it to Diallo. Richardson kicks to Noel. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, the physicality of Nerlens Noel paying dividends. This guy not bashful, seeking contact.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. Outside, George. Fades and shoots. The putback.
Boy, I love how hard Steven Adams works on the boards. Excellent timing for that putback.
And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
Let's see what they do here, Greg, right? Because you know they want to get a couple of possessions out of the time left.
They set the screen. Richardson kicks to Noel. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Waba passes to Robertson. Screen by Adams. Here's Patterson. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. And now it's a 9-point Oklahoma City lead. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And so it's Oklahoma City ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We come back right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We hope you're enjoying this round 2 conference semifinal. Looking at the Thunder, they've put themselves in decent shape to grab that all-important Game 1 victory. So far, they've clearly been the better team controlling the flow. By no means is it a runaway, but they've put themselves in a great position. Shaq, your thoughts on the Thunder?
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball, Ernie.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
They need to make major adjustments on the offense. Whatever their game plan was going into this game, scrap it. It's not been effective. The shots they were taking were not good shots. They need to find a way to spring guys open where they could shoot a better percentage.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Welcome back to Oklahoma City, everyone. You can see Chesapeake Energy Arena there in the background as the cars stream down I-40. And thanks for joining us again as we get set to continue our broadcast of the Western Conference semifinals. And so here's Texas. 9-point game. So on the floor for Texas, Tony Snell is out there with Diallo. Then there's Nerlens Noel. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. Here's Diallo. That one rolling around and rims out.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And George with the stuff.
And plays like that demonstrate Paul George's athletic ability. He's not just an elite scorer, he is a high flyer.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Just great timing on that play, too, guys. Makes it impossible for the defense to react.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Absolutely perfect start to the half, setting the tempo right away with an easy opportunity at the cup.
Diallo kicks to Snell. And here is Murray. Here's Noel. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. George against Caldwell-Pope. Down low. Stevenson outside. Here's George. The kick out to Westbrook. Here's Patterson. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Murray kicks to Snell. The pass to Diallo. Texas moving it around. There's the pick. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Zubac is checked in for Texas. Stevenson drives in, and he overshot that one, missing.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Feeds it to Murray. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Diallo. Shot from the top of the key. Count it. Diallo's got 10. Here is Stevenson. He's got 6. Screen by Adams. He tries for 3. He can't hit that time. Texas trails by 11. Caldwell Pope kicks to Snell. And Adams sends it back.
And the defense of Steven Adams is so important to this team. They depend on him to be a rim protector now.
Davis is checked in for Oklahoma City. Doug McDermott comes in for Patrick Patterson. Swanigan, he's checked in for Texas. Here's Swanigan. He feeds it to Caldwell Pope to the wing right side. Shot clock at 6. Here's Swanigan. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits.
Physical basketball there, and in the best sense. A hard screen allows him to shake the defender and get to the bucket for the layup.
Here's Westbrook. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Is Russell Westbrook the toughest guy to contain in the league? He's explosive, he's unpredictable, and he is a nightmare for defenders.
Both free throws good from Westbrook. Texas trails by 11. Murray, the pass to Swanigan. Out left to the wing. Snell kicks to Zubats. Here's Swanigan. He's guarded by Davis. Swanigan no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Wasted no time on that one. And 11 points for Russell Westbrook.
I tell you, Westbrook always looking to pull up if the defense backs off.
Here's Snell. He dishes it to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Zubats. They set the pick. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Zubats has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
George with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. George has got the lead up to 13 now for the Thunder. Murray kicks to Snell. The feed to Caldwell Pope. Nailed from three-point land. Caldwell Pope's got 6.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
And George, here we go. Good work there as it goes. 13 points in the game.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I tell you, you got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Back to Snell. To the paint, to the left side wing. Wide open look here for Murray. And the 3 off target. Oklahoma City leading by 12. Here's George. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Boy, in the second half, just hitting a much higher percentage of his shots. Really looks composed now.
Caldwell Pope outside. Kicks to Snell. Zubats with it. Davis is there. Zubats the pass to Swanigan. Great tee that time from Davis.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Outside, George wants to get...
Now the superb athleticism of Russell Westbrook on full display. The vertical out of this world.
And Texas calls time here.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. David Nwaba is checked in for George, and it's Roberson in for Lance Stevenson. Then for Texas, Richardson comes in for Tony Snell, and it's Harrison in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Texas grabs the miss. Here's Swanigan. Passes to Harrison. Now, here's Richardson. Inside, Swanigan. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Swanigan's got 6.
That's how it's done, gentlemen. You don't pass to a player, you pass to a spot. Let your teammate run into it.
Here's Westbrook. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, superb awareness, Greg, right? Not allowing them to get comfortable running their offense, being super aggressive.
Here's Davis. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, classic example of crowding the shooter, not letting him get comfortable in the mid-range.
Murray kicks to Zubats. Texas moving it around. Here's Richardson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the second free throw, good. The Thunder leading by 13. Westbrook kicks to Davis. Dishes it to McDermott. Davis sets a screen. And the pass to Roberson. Now McDermott. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. 4 on the clock. Here's Mwaba. But they'll get another chance. Here's Roberson. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. And the Thunder lead by 15.
I'll tell you, unless someone gets a hand to it, it's hard to miss the mark from that close range.
There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Harrison passes to Swanigan. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
That'll go on McDermott. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Davis. And it's Patterson in for Doug McDermott. Rozier kicks to Noel. Pass to Harrison. Back to Noel. Makes it off the glass. Noel's got 7 points in the game.
Well, 6'11" Nerlens Noel, so efficient down deep, working his magic thanks to that great size.
Screen by Adams. Back to Patterson. Fires for 3. They grab their own miss. Adams' shot is good. 9 points in the game so far.
That's all about the positioning right there. Doesn't let anybody beat him to the spot before he can get the follow-up.
Richardson kicks to Rozier. There's 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Richardson, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Clearly a foul.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. That's good from Richardson. Jones checked in for Harrison. That one is no good. Oklahoma City leading by 14. Here's Nwaba. 26 seconds left in the third. That one wide left. Now Texas with it. Noel dishes to Richardson. Pass to Rozier. Got a piece of it. Here's Roberson. With 4 seconds on the clock. No good on the layup.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Well, we call that crowding the shooter, right? You don't give up an inch. It's just perfect defense.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Thunder out in front, leading by 14. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Exert yourself by being disciplined and focused on the right stuff. All right, good job. Go.
Words of praise from Billy Donovan, asking them to stay locked in, make good choices.
Yeah, and when all 5 of these guys are on the same page, great things tend to happen. So let's see if that continues.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Inside, it's Patterson and Adams. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair, and it's Nwaba in at the 3 slot. It's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. The dish to Richardson. And Noel kicks to Rozier. There's the pick. Passes it to Diallo. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Screen by Adams. And Westbrook, here we go. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
And you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
Noel laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Attacking with great ferocity, Kevin. Noel can't be contained on that drive.
Westbrook passes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Yeah, they may have gotten the feeling he would dish it off, but he had a surprise for them.
The Thunder leading by 14. Westbrook with a wide open look, and Jones pulls it down.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Richardson kicks to Diallo. Jones the pass to Rozier. Here's Noel. And Adams sends it back. Outside Westbrook. He kicks it to Robertson. And here's Westbrook. Screen by Adams. 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. From deep 3-point range. No good on the shot. On Texas the other way now. Here's Jones. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And guys, I like what they're doing here in the second half. Getting a lot of production in the paint and still trailing, but starting to show some grit down low.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Paul George comes in for David Nwaba. Lance Stevenson subbed in for Robertson. Tony Snell's checked in for Texas. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Richardson. Adams' shot is good.
Well, he's one of those guys who's kept their offense clicking. They're in front thanks in no small part to what this guy's done.
And Texas calls time here.
Yeah, just ice cold right now from the floor. Time to regroup.
I think, Greg, they look lost and they look frustrated. Not sure how they're missing so many shots right now.
And Texas making a change here. Murray's checked in. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Texas's head coach said to the team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
That's good from Snell. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Oklahoma City leading by 11. Stevenson with it. Patterson, the screen. Stevenson outside. Patterson setting the pick for Stevenson. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Caldwell-Pope on the wing. He's covered by Westbrook. Diallo kicks to Murray. And it's blocked.
Well, persistent defense on the part of Patrick Patterson. This guy anticipates the shot and says, no, sir.
Stevenson dishes to Westbrook. Westbrook double team. Nobody near Stevenson. They get it back. Adams' shot is good.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Snell. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Boy, that's how to do it. Just go strong. Don't settle for a jump shot when the defense is flat-footed. Nice.
Oklahoma City leading by 11. Outside Westbrook from the arc. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That's his fourth foul of the contest. Well, with the basket here, they could get back to within single digits. Snell kicks to Diallo. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Patterson. And that's 15 points for Russell Westbrook.
How about the instincts of Russell Westbrook on the defensive end? Gives his teammate an easy chance there.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Caldwell Pope.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Westbrook kicks to Patterson. Oklahoma City moving it around. Outside, George. Again, the Thunder score.
Kevin, it's a must that you contest Paul George, especially from the mid-range. This is a dominant shooter from there.
Noel down low. Patterson defending. Murray, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 12. 13 feet away. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Feeds it to Snell. There's a screen by Noel. Stevenson against Caldwell Pope. Back to Snell. Jacks up a three. George with the defensive effort. Snell's gone 2 for 7, struggling a bit. And Stevenson kicks to Patterson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, this has become a staple for Patrick Patterson. Tough work inside. You like to see him assert himself just like that.
And Texas making a change here. Zubats is checked in. From down in the low post, it goes. Now the Thunder with it. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Westbrook. Got a piece of it. But they recover it. Texas trails by 13. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. Takes the 13-footer. Second shot opportunity. Adams. Texas grabs the miss. Zubats has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Snell. Stolen by Westbrook. He feeds it to George. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
A key rebound there. But they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Oklahoma City called for the foul. And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. Now here's Westbrook. Down low, stolen by Zubats. Fast break, Texas, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on George. The first free throw is good. And so Snell nails both of them. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Now Westbrook. He dishes it to Stevenson. The feed now to George. Rebound collected by Snell. And so here's Texas. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And so here is Oklahoma City. And he comes up with the deuce. Caldwell-Pope's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
Here's George. That doesn't go either for George.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Well, you can see he's sputtering a bit, but he's trying to get going. I do like that he's continuing to be aggressive.
Westbrook kicks to George. To stop the drought. Texas grabs the miss.
Just a cold shooting night. Needs to try to make it into the basket.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Here's Murray. There's a good screen. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
You simply can't give him that. You have to fight through the screen and at least get a hand in the face of the shooter.
Stevenson kicks to George. Gets a very good look and converts.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
Yeah, Greg, I think it's very difficult coming back in this instance. They have owned this game. Don't see them coughing up this lead.
Now, here's Stevenson. He's covered by Murray. And Patterson kicks to George. Adams sets the pick for George. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. And now a 9-point Oklahoma City lead.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
I think that's exactly the mentality you have to have. You don't want to give this team any hope of coming back.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.